This happened several years ago when I was in my early 20s. I was a scout leader at the time. Every summer, we would have an international scout camp in the forest. I was on the preparations team and we would arrive early to clean and put the tents up. The team consisted of about 20 men and women. We were all in our late teens and early 20s. The nearest city was about a 20-minute drive away. If anyone has been a scout, you might know that the first thing to do is to set up the team's flag. The flag is an important part of this camping game. Other teams would constantly try to steal the flag. If they managed to steal it, then the team that lost would have to go home. Therefore, we had to constantly keep a guard near the flag. Other games involved attacking other teams and kidnapping members. All fun and games, nothing violent or harsh. It was fun and made us be alert 24/7. One night our preparation team was done setting everything up. The other two teams from Europe that consisted of about 60 people were set to arrive in the morning. We had nothing to do, so we set up a campfire and started singing and talking. We had our guards set up in different locations. 2 near the flag, 2 near the entrance, and 2 in the woods facing the river. We were tired and decided to go to sleep. We would change guards every 2 hours. Each guard had a whistle. If an animal or a person was to come to the camp, they would blow the whistle to signal danger. That night I had been asleep for an hour when I heard a whistle. We all woke up and ran to the team member who had whistled. She claimed she saw 3 white figures running fast in the forest near our tents. We thought that the morning teams arrived early and had snuck in to steal the flag or kidnap a member. We all decided to stay awake and go into defense mode. We each stood guard in different locations watching for any signs. After some time, we started hearing whistles from the deeper parts of the forest. We also started hearing radio sounds from different places. We saw some white figures running around in the forest. 2 other people and I decided to check the empty tents to see if there were people hiding, but we didn't find anyone. Then we started walking around and we heard loud laughter from a bush near us. It sounded like a woman laughing. We started laughing too as we thought we found the other scout team. Naturally, we walked to the bush without any hesitation. To our horror, there was no one there. Then we heard more noises from another bush that was a little bit deeper in the woods. We heard a clear conversation between a few people speaking French in an accent. We could hear them clearly, so we checked again and found nothing. Then we saw a white figure running fast again in front of us. But it looked weird. He was running so fast as if he was sliding. Keep in mind we were in the woods at night with no lights. There's no way someone can run that fast without making any noise. But somehow, this guy made no sound. It really seemed like he was just sliding. We didn't feel threatened at this time. We just had an adrenaline rush, but it was more excitement to catch them than anything else. After all, we just wanted the fun to begin. We were excited to see the teams and have fun. For the next 2 hours or so, we kept hearing whistles and whispers in French, but we couldn't find a single person. It was so clear there were a lot of people hiding around us, but we couldn't catch any of them. They were fast and so sneaky. This is important to mention that the arriving teams were not from France. So, it was weird to hear them speak in French. Anyway, after 2 hours of running in the forest in the dark, I got tired. I didn't take this too seriously, so myself and a couple of my friends went back into our tent to rest. I laid down and after 10 minutes I saw a car headlights speeding towards us. This area is not designed for regular cars to arrive. None of us or the other teams had cars. A bus from the nearby city would drop us off there and pick us up after the camp was over. We heard a car coming straight towards our tents with high beams on. It was coming so fast that we were frozen, expecting it to hit us any moment. It was coming so fast that we couldn't even run. Then suddenly it just stopped right near our tent. We heard the car door open but heard no footsteps. Whoever it was just closed the door and left. We were shaking, and at that moment it hit me that it couldn't have been anyone from the other teams. We got out and learned that our other teammates also had seen a jeep speeding towards our tent, but didn't see anyone get out of the car. After that, we just decided to stay awake till morning. Throughout the entire night, we kept seeing these white figures sliding around us. We couldn't see any of their faces. We could hear loud laughter and French whispers all around our camp. We could tell there were a lot of strangers near the camp who were either messing around with us or had plans to hurt us. The sun came up, and the strange thing stopped. We didn't manage to catch anyone or figure out who or what they were. In the morning, the other teams arrived. We met with the other team leaders. All the team leaders said they arrived that morning, so they were not even in the country the night before. To this day, I have no idea who those figures were in the woods. I have no idea what they wanted or what their plans were. I have no explanation how they moved so fast without making any noise. It scares me to think about it. Was it paranormal? What do you think?